Hello everyone, we are back with yet another favorites video, and I'm super excited. Even though I've been wearing this makeup for the last 9 hours, I was on set today. I'm still super excited to sit down and film this video for you guys because I am going to be sharing 2 of 2014's biggest new releases in makeup. First of all, Charlotte Tilbury, which is what I'm wearing today, and 2, Gucci. So I'm going to talk about pros and cons of each line and then move on to the rest of the amazing lineup this month. So first off, I just made a Charlotte Tilbury video. I used all these goodies so you can hop over and watch that video in case you wanted to see these products in action. But I already talked about how much I love the luxury eyeshadow palettes. I like the Dolce Vita best, I think, even though the Sophisticate, which is here, is a really beautiful palette. It's a better cool, warm balance as opposed to Tom Ford's Cocoa Mirage. I think this one's a little more convenient to travel with too, since it has a much smaller compact. But overall, I think Charlotte's eyeshadow palettes are a much more affordable alternative to Tom Ford's very luxurious palettes. And not to say that Charlotte's aren't good, I just think that, for example, the glitter eyeshadows, Tom Ford's adheres a little better. There's a little bit more pop on the eyes as opposed to these, which are a little bit more subtle. They're more like large shimmers, whereas Tom Ford's are true glitters. So the 2 products that I didn't really get to discuss in my last Charlotte Tilbury video are the lip gloss and the brow lift. So I was wearing this in my last Charlotte Tilbury video, and this brow lift, 3-way shape lift and shade tool are really wonderful products. I think the spoolie is excellent because it doesn't brush away all your hard work, but it does make your brush strokes look more natural. And this is the Cara D color, and I hope that it would be a little bit cooler since Cara has almost gray-black brows. But this one is pretty close. It adds just a bit of warmth to my brows, but even though the brow lift has a little bit more of a waxy texture than I prefer, I think that it adds texture to the brow. It makes it look like you have more hairs as opposed to just drawing on your eyebrow. So I love this and I do highly recommend it. It is also very affordable in comparison to my favorite Clé de Peau pencil. And this one, if you twist the center, actually releases an eyeshadow, which you can put right underneath your brow for a lift. And then last but not least for Charlotte Tilbury is the lip gloss. So in the last video, I layered on the lip liner, lipstick, and the lip gloss to create a really full, voluptuous lip look, which is pretty much Charlotte's signature. I really think she focuses on a heavy lip. But today I just went with one gloss, which is super sheer yet lovely. And this is very buildable in color too. I'm only wearing just a hint of it, and this is called High Society. I think this is one of the best lip glosses in her line, and I don't even like rosy colored lip gloss, but this one is just beautiful. I highly recommend it. The only con in Charlotte's range is that there's not enough counters yet. So other than that, I really love her makeup. I think it's really well executed. But going to Gucci, there is some really wonderful product and there's some really bad products. So let's get started with the really bad first. And the worst of my haul was the lip gloss. I was super excited about these, but thank goodness I only ordered one, and I chose the color in number 50. I think it's called Ecstasy, not quite sure, so go ahead and check down below for the product names and links. I wanted to love this gloss, but the signature blue chocolate fragrance is really awful. Normally I love gourmand scents, I love sweet scents, I love YSL's fragrances for their lip products, which some people really hate. But I think this is one of those products I actually cannot wear. Most of the time I'll try to tough it out because it is my job as a beauty blogger to do my due diligence and really try out products, but I couldn't stand the scent, and I have a really terrible sense of smell. But moreover, I think the worst part is that the lip gloss is super sheer. It's supposed to be intensely pigmented, but it's not. It's sheer, it's a little watery, and I don't think I would ever recommend this to anybody. So the gloss, steer away from. Now the unfortunate part is that the lipsticks are actually quite good. I ordered 2 of the luxurious lipsticks. These are the moisture rich versions. I love the Gucci packaging, even though it is monogram heavy. I'm not so big on labels for everything, but I do think everything that they did is well done. It's all engraved, it's all embedded, it's beautiful. The lipstick itself is quite good. It's creamy, it's pigmented, it's buildable, it isn't irritating to my sensitive lips, it doesn't dry them out whatsoever. It's just the scent that I cannot stand. It's not nearly as overpowering in the lipsticks as it is with the lip gloss, but I still can't wear these. Now for the good Gucci stuff. I absolutely am loving the Luxe Finishing Powder. So this is not a powder foundation, it's just a finishing powder, and I'm wearing it today. Like I said, I was on set and I decided to wear this despite not knowing how it would work on camera. I have it in number color 20. I may go ahead and order another one because it does perform really well on oily skin or sweaty situations. And when you're on set, you tend to get oily really fast, even if you have normal to dry skin like me. So I highly recommend the Luxury Finishing Powder. It's not very heavy, which I think most people prefer. So you can use this to set your liquid foundations or touch up during the day. So definitely check it out. And the other Gucci product that I think is fabulous is the iconic Copper Mono Shadow. And this is a single eyeshadow. I love this color. I think it performs really, really beautifully even without an eyeshadow primer. I have normal lids, but I do think it would last on oily lids really well with an eyeshadow primer. Not only is the color vibrant, it's not too shimmery, it's not too metallic or frosty. I think it's a perfectly balanced copper color. Now we're going to talk about the Foreo Luna Mini, and I've been loving this new skincare cleansing device. As many of you know, I'm big on cleansing because it's not about how much makeup you wear or how great your makeup looks, it's about starting with the skin. So if you have great skin, your makeup will look even better. So these Luna devices are the first on the market to use these silicone rubber tips. They're called touch points. They're smooth, they're rounded, they actually come in 2 different sizes. So I love how gentle it is on the skin. As many of you know, I do have sensitive skin, super dry, sensitive lips. So overall, I have to take very good care of my skin or it will break out, it will get damaged, I have to wear tons of sunscreen. But because I have discovered this device, I do believe that it is the most gentle way to cleanse my face. So the Luna Mini uses T-sonic pulsations to really help remove the grime and dirt and nasty gunk in your face. And it really does work because I think that the area around my nose, which is where my largest pores are, definitely look cleaner, and my pores look smaller as well without having to use astringent skincare afterward. So it's great because a lot of times when I use that kind of skincare, my nose starts to dry out and peel a little bit, so it's not really attractive when I wear foundation on top of it. So I'm loving the ultra hygienic design of the Foreo as well. I'm big on cleanliness, so it's really easy to keep this thing clean, especially because it's not the same as using a Clarisonic or a Michael Todd Sonicare where the brushes can build up bacteria. And although it might look silly or intimidating, it's actually quite easy to use. So you just press your thumb into this groove in the center at the bottom, and then the light will pulsate to tell you that it's on, and you just kind of gently move it across your face. Don't push, don't go in circular motions. It's really simple. You just let it do the work for you. And then I like to flip it over and use the larger silicone nibs and really press them into the nose area, let it do its work, especially because you know you have these grooves on the sides of your nose. So you just let it do its work, and then you just move it across your forehead, down the sides of your temples. Don't forget the bottom of your jawline. And I think it really does make a huge difference in how my skincare absorbs as well. And if you're interested in the Luna Mini, go ahead and visit Foreo.com for worldwide shipping. It's also now carried in Sephora stores as well as Sephora online, and you can click the link down below to learn more about the product. And now I have one more skincare product before moving into foundations, which I know a lot of you are excited about as well. So I have been using this Equitons Brightening Toning Lotion, and I really, really love it. I have 3 toners that I switch off on and off depending on what my skincare needs are, but I've been loving the Equitons. It's perfect for fall weather, it's hydrating, but it still clears my skin, and it just feels so great, and it smells wonderful too. Now for foundations. We'll start with the Sisley. This is the Phyto-Teint Expert, and this is in color number 1, Ivory. I absolutely love this foundation, and this is one of my new Holy Grail foundations. It has one of those new thin serum-like textures that is so popular, and I also have 2 others to share with you today. But the reason why I'm talking about this foundation first is because I wore it in my Charlotte Tilbury video, and everyone wanted to know what I was wearing. So it's this foundation. It's a super, super lovely foundation, and I was wearing it over my Eve Lom sunscreen, which is what I've been using almost every day now. It's beautiful, and together these create a super glowy, natural, luminous complexion that does make you look like a grease ball. So I highly recommend these used to if you like dewy, luminous skin. Now, the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid is another foundation that is very similar to the Sisley, but this one's a lot more affordable. It's about half the price, and I think it does a wonderful job. It's probably a little less hydrating, but this is still a great foundation, and I love using it over her Laura Mercier's tinted moisturizer as well as the Radiance Primer. If you have dry skin, you definitely need the Radiance Primer. It's truly the best. But I do think that this is a lovely foundation and a great alternative to the Sisley. But the one miss for me out of all the serum foundations, I was pretty disappointed by the YSL Le Teint Ecru Depot, which is the Fusion Ink foundation. Sorry if my French is awful. But this Fusion Ink foundation was so hyped and I expected to love it. It comes with a gold cap that's sitting over there. But it just was so drying on my skin. So I have normal to dry skin. So if you have combination to oily skin, you may love this if you don't have flaky bits like I do. So it just enhanced all my surface dryness that I didn't know I had. So that's why I don't recommend this foundation so much, and it comes with the most awkward wand applicator. It just feels runny and ineffective. So for me, this foundation is a miss, but I do think that it's not a bad foundation, it just doesn't work for my skin type. So definitely try this if you have combination or oily skin. And now to round out my foundations review for this video, this is the Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation, the new formula. And I love this because it works on combination skin. His old formula was great for dry skin because it was very dewy and luminous, but it was a little too much if you had combination skin. This is a lot lighter, it feels creamier, more like a BB cream, and so it has a similar vibe to Cupcetto's Moisture Foundation. It's very natural, yet buildable. So I highly recommend this. I use a mixture of number 3 and 4, respectively Fawn and Bisque. So I think they're beautiful foundations and it's great for everyday wear. It's a little bit lighter in coverage, but I think it just makes your skin shine through. So it looks like real skin, just a little bit dewier, a little bit more even tone. So I highly recommend this one for everyday use. Now for a reason why my skin has been looking so much better. First of all, I've been taking really good care of my skin, but second of all, I've been eating a lot better. As you can see, my face looks skinnier, my jawline looks a little sharper, in case you didn't notice. But I had a hard time balancing work with my dog, my puppy, and it was just tough trying to eat healthy. I was falling into bad habits, sleeping late again because of work. So, you know, I was eating badly. And my juice cleanse, my very first official juice cleanse was with pressed juicery. So I am now addicted to pressed juicery. I think it has really, my first cleanse really kick-started my digestive system. It curbed my bad appetite when I would crave really awful things at night, you know, like Jack in the Box. So I think overall, a cleanse isn't for everyone, but I loved it. I got addicted. I cleansed a lot actually because I do have digestive issues, and I think it really, really helps to regulate me. And not only that, I feel healthier, I feel cleaner and lighter, not as sleepy all the time, I have more energy, and that's why I'm going to talk to you about my favorite pressed juicery juices. So first of all, the vanilla almond has almonds, dates, vanilla bean, and sea salt, and I love this for dinner. And it is for the dinner during the cleanse, but you can actually have it for lunch if you are not cleansing. And I think it's a great alternative because it's healthy, it tastes delicious. This is definitely my favorite. I tried the chocolate, but it doesn't feel as filling for me. The vanilla is the way to go. So I love that, and I'm big on the greens. My favorite green is Greens 2. I feel like it's the perfect balance between sweet and tart. Greens 1, I'm a huge fan of green juice, but Greens 1 is pretty tough even for me. So if you are a hardcore juicer or a juice cleanser, you might enjoy 1, but otherwise I would say stick to 2 or even 3. 3 is their most popular. And I also love the Roots series. Roots 4, which is the carrot, apple, ginger, the orange one, or Roots 3, which is beets, and so it's super red, beets and lemon especially. The lemon is pretty strong in that one, but it's super, super tasty. And I think my favorite out of all of the pressed juicery juices for the cleansing is Citrus 4, which is mostly cucumber and aloe, and it is amazing. It's light, it's refreshing, it's amazing, it's delicious. I would like to have that every single day. but I think you should definitely give Pressed Juicery a try if you live in California and you have one near you. I know they do ship, so check out their website to see all the details, but I highly recommend Pressed Juicery cleansing if you need a kickstart, a jump start to a healthier lifestyle, or you just want to clear out your digestive system a little bit. Last but not least, I have Christian Louboutin nail polishes. So I know a lot of you have been curious to see what I thought of these, and I ordered 3. I can't find one. You would think that I wouldn't lose one of these because they're so enormous, but I can't find the nude one that I purchased. And the nude one that I did buy is quite sheer. It is layerable, so it has more of that French manicure feel, but these two are the fun ones. So first of all, the packaging, again, is enormous. It's hard to miss, but I love the quality of the nail polishes. I'm quite impressed. But for $50, they should be good, right? Let's see. Lova, which is the purple, is the best purple nail polish I own. It's thick, it spreads easily, it levels well considering how rich and opaque the formula is. So this is my new favorite purple. I absolutely adore it. And they're quite glossy on their own, even without a top coat. So here we have Batignolles. They're just so beautiful. They're definitely collector's pieces, but I'm so impressed by the actual quality of the nail polish. They wear like iron. So make sure you have lots of cotton balls and acetone nail polish remover on hand to get these puppies off, because they cling to your nails very, very well. And because I'm so impressed and happy with the colors that I did order, I'll definitely be purchasing more. So if you have any specifics that you would like to request, then go ahead and leave them down below for me in the comments, and I will try to include them in my order. Again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye!